Hello there, and we are back with another episode of our Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode here on Out of the Park Baseball 20. And in this episode, we're going to be taking on the San Francisco Giants. We've got Ryan Borucki on the mound for us in this game, 1-2 with 3.43 ERA, and his mound opponent is Jeff Samardzija, 0-2, 5.47. The Giants sit at 9-14 on the year. They are in last place in the National League West. As for us, we are currently 12-11, a game above 500, and 2.5 out of first. In all honesty, we're actually performing better than I thought we'd be, since the actual team isn't really supposed to be that good this year. I figured we'd be like 7-14, 7-15, something like that. But I'm pretty pleased with this. So hopefully, this can continue. And hopefully Vladimir Guerrero Jr. could continue the hot start he's had since being called up. He's hitting .423 so far through his first few games, which is also nice. So let's get into our game here against the San Francisco Giants. We have Kevin Pillar leading off for us, hitting .293. He is followed by Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Randal Grichuk batting third, Smoke fourth, Teoscar Hernandez in the fifth spot. He's only hitting .195. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in 19 at-bats. He's hitting .421. No home runs for him as of yet, but he does have 3 RBIs. Danny Jansen batting 7th. He's hitting .348. Kendrys Morales up to hitting .187. And Freddie Galvis, the shortstop, is batting 9th. He is hitting .238. And of course, we've got Ryan Borucki on the mound for us. And for the Giants, they've got Cameron Maybin leading off, Joe Panik batting second and playing second, Buster Posey doing the catching. He is hitting third. He's only hitting .189 though, so not a good start to the season for him. Evan Longoria batting fourth. He's hitting .310 on the season so far. Brandon Belt batting fifth. Slater, he's batting .266. I'm not sure what his first name is there. Brandon Crawford, the shortstop, he's hitting a .168 and batting seventh. Youngharvis Solarte, our former shortstop last year, he's hitting .360. And finally, Parra batting .299, hitting a .299 average, and he's batting ninth. And of course, they've got Samardzija on the mound, 0-2, 5.47 ERA. So those are your starting lineups here for this game between the San Francisco Giants and the Toronto Blue Jays. So here we go. Cameron Maybin leading off for the Giants, as mentioned, and he's going to draw a leadoff walk. Not a good start to the game for us. And the throw to second is in time to get Maybin. Nice. So there's the first out, so that erased that base runner. And there's the first hit of the game for the Giants, as Joe Panik delivers a single. So now Buster Posey is up. And that's going to be a weak fly ball to center, which Pillar is easily going to catch. 2 down. And now Evan Longoria, a ground ball to Smoke. He's going to step on the bag, so no runs on the board for the Giants in the first. They got 2 base runners, but one of them was erased with a thrown out trying to steal. And Kevin Pillar, ground ball. There's the first out. Pillar, I think, is like on a 12-game hitting streak or something like that going into this game. Gurriel Jr. up next, and there's a ground ball. And that's the second out, okay. And Grichuk is up next. And lined right to Evan Longoria, so we don't get anything in our half of the inning. On we go to the second. Brandon Belt leading off for the Giants. Right free looking. Austin Slater, that's his name here. Oh, that's past Galvis, so Slater has a 1-out single. And, well, it looks like they were trying to pick him off there, but bad throw to first. So, no double play opportunity. And Crawford's going to line one into the gap to score the game's first run. 1-0 Giants. Solarte is up. And that's past Smoke and into right for a base hit. And that's an RBI hit as it turns out. So now it's 2-0 San Francisco. Here's Gerardo Parra. And Pilar is going to make the catch. 2 down. And that one is drilled to left. And Maben hits a 2-run homer. It is 4-0 Giants. So now Joe Panik is up. And there's a hit in the center field. And Panik with a 2-out hit. Posey's going to strike out, but the Giants, 4 on the board for them in the second inning. So we've got work to do. Justin Smoke with a base hit into the right field gap, or toward the right field wall, and that's a double for Smoke. And now Teoscar Hernandez is up. And Hernandez will strike out. So now here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And into right for a hit. And Smoke going to be held up at third. So runners at the corners, 1 out. Jansen, though, with a base hit into right to score Justin Smoke. Guerrero is going to move up to third. So an RBI single there for Jansen. We're on the board. It's 4-1, and up steps Morales. And Morales, with some, just beats out the throw back to first. Guerrero Jr. ends up scoring, so no double play, despite the fact that Morales doesn't really have a lot of speed. In any case, it's now 4-2, and that is going to be caught, and the inning is over. So we got 2 of those runs back, but we still trail going into the third inning. Evan Longoria leading off, and a ground ball past Gurriel, and that's a base hit for Longoria. Up steps Brandon Belt. Ground ball to Guerrero. There's 1. Back to first. Double play. So 2 out for Austin Slater. And that's a walk. Up steps Brandon Crawford. And there's the final out. So we're down 4-2 going into the bottom of the third inning. Kevin Pillar leading it off. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pillar 0 for 2. Here's Gurriel. And that's lined right to Longoria. Up steps Randall Grichuk. And Grichuk 0 for 1 in this game. Draws a walk. That brings up Smoke, who doubled in his last at bat. And there's a shot deep to right. This game is tied. A 2-run homer for Justin Smoke. It's 4-4. Up steps Teoscar Hernandez. And Hernandez a base hit into right. And that brings up Guerrero Jr. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the 4th inning, all even at 4. Up steps Harvest Solarte. Well, we just came back to tie, but Solarte gives them the lead right back. It's 5-4 Giants. 3rd home run of the year for Solarte. And that's it for Ryan Borucki. Clayton Richard is going to come into this game. One down. So Parra's out. Up steps Cameron Maben. A ground ball to Galvis. 2 down. Up steps Joe Panik. 2 for 2 in this game. And he strikes out, so he's finally retired. So 3 up, 3 down after that home run. And Danny Jansen's going to lead off in the bottom of the 4th. And Jansen with a drive to right. That is gone. And we are tied up again. It's 5-5. Up steps Kendrys Morales. Ground ball to Evan Longoria, and Morales out this time around. Up steps Freddie Galvis. There's a ground ball to second. 2 away. And now Kevin Pillar is up. And a ground ball to short. And Pillar now 0 for 3 as he tries to keep the hitting streak alive. We go to the 5th. Buster Posey leading off. There's a swing and a miss. Up steps Evan Longoria. He's up 1 for 2. Longoria to left. And that is going to be caught for out number 2. And up steps Brandon Belt. And that's a walk to Brandon Belt. Up steps Slater. Ground ball to Guerrero, throw to second for the 4th in time, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sam Dyson on now for the Giants, and Gurriel is going to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th. So not a good outing for either starting pitcher. They both give up 5 runs apiece. And Richard up now with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, and there's a fly ball out to left, 2 away. Justin Smoke is up. He homered in his previous at-bat, but he is going to strike out this time. So on we go to the 6th, Crawford leading off. Popped up in foul territory, and the catch made by Guerrero, 1 down. Here's Solarte. Towards center, and Pillar with a nice diving catch, 2 away. And up steps Parra. Ground ball to Smoke, and that's going to end the inning. So on we go to the bottom of the 6th. 3 scoreless innings out of the pen for Clayton Richard. Teoscar Hernandez will lead off in the bottom of the inning. He's 1 for 2. Well, 1 for 3 now as he strikes out. Up steps Guerrero. And Guerrero is going to pop this up to make him 1 for 3. That'll bring up Danny Jansen. And Jansen's out, and we go to the 7th. Cameron Maben leading off in the 7th. Swing and a miss there, 1 down. Up steps Joe Panik. Ground ball to Smoke, 2 down. That brings up Buster Posey. Ground ball right to Smoke is going to flip to Richard covering, and the inning is over. Alright, on we go to the bottom of the 7th. Kendrys Morales to lead it off. There's a swing and a miss. And up steps Freddie Galvis. And he swings and misses. Can Pillar extend his hitting streak? He can. That's going to fall in for a hit. So Pillar's hitting streak is intact. And up steps Gurriel, who's going to walk. Pillar moves to second. And now the Giants are going to put Tony Watson in. Randall Grichuk, the batter. Base hit into center. And that's going to be our first lead of the ball game. Toronto up 6-5. An RBI single for Grichuk. And that's going to get away from the catcher. So now runners in scoring position. Nick Vincent on the mound for the Giants. And Smoke with a drive towards center, but a nice diving catch by Maben ends the inning. So we're now up 6-5 through 7 innings here. And Clayton Richards still on the mound again here for us to start the 8th. There's a fly ball towards center. And that's off the top of the wall. And a leadoff double for the Giants in the 8th. Longoria with the double. And that's it for Clayton Richard. A good outing for him. John Axford into the game, but there's a bad pitch. So now Longoria is at third. Fly ball. And that's going to be caught. Runner will score, that being Longoria. So now we're tied at 6. Run charge to Richard and the ground ball to Guerrero. 2 down. Up steps Brandon Crawford. And that is going to hit Crawford. Up steps Solarte. Here's the throw to second. And the throw is not in time. Lined right to Guerrero to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Teoscar Hernandez leading off. And he's going to strike out. Up steps Guerrero. There's a shot to left, but caught. 2 down. Guerrero's hit the ball well, but Guerrero hit the ball well on that, but not hard, but bit unlucky there. Jansen, though, with a 2-out double. So we've got the go-ahead run in scoring position here in the bottom of the 8th. And that's going to bring Kendrys Morales up. And he'll strike out. Oh, Morales, you are not clutch at all. Gerardo Parra leading off the 9th. There's a bunt back to Axford. 1 down. Up steps Maben. Ground ball to Guerrero. 2 away. No! A bad throw, and Maben's going to end up at second. Oh, that should have been the second out. Up steps, and in comes Ken Giles. So Axford now responsible for that runner at second base. Here's a fly ball to right, and that'll be the second out. Runner moves to third. Up steps Buster Posey. Fly ball. Left field and caught. Okay, so we get out of that. And we go to the bottom of the 9th with a chance to win it. Freddie Galvis leading off. And Galvis with a shot into the gap for a leadoff double in the bottom of the 9th. And now Kevin Pillar will face Ray Black. And Pillar is going to strike out. Up steps Gurriel. And Gurriel into left field, and that's going to score the winning run. Blue Jays win 7-6. So we're now at 13-11 on the season. Ryan Borucki, not a good outing for him at all. His ERA now at 4.88. Clayton Richard, though, a pretty good outing for him out of the bullpen. So we're now at 13-11 on the year. And what's this? Looks like Masahiro Tanaka pitched a no-hitter against the Angels there in the simulated game. Good for him. And Michael Pineda out for 5 months. And Marlins pitcher Mike Kickham is out. So that's too bad for him. Alright, we're going to save this. And we're going to go right into another game here against the Giants. Because why not? As you can see, we've got pretty much the same lineup we had in the last game. Some players shuffled around a bit, though, in the order. Clay Buchholz is on the mound for us in this one. 2-1 with a 4.01 ERA against Derek Holland, who is 1-2, an ERA of 8.5. So here we go. Well, we took the first game out of 2 here against the Giants, so we win this one, we'll end up with a sweep. And Maben will ground out to start things off. Up steps Brandon Crawford. Lined right to Guerrero, 2 away. Brandon Belt the hitter. Strike 3 and a 1-2-3 for Buchholz in the first. So now Kevin Pillar will lead off here against Derek Holland. He struck out 12, but he's walked 12. Pillar, speaking of 12, Pillar has a 12-game hitting streak. It's not going to go to 13 there, however. 1 down. Gurriel is up. And there's a ground ball. 2 away. And that brings up Justin Smoke. Ground ball to Longoria. And, a bad throw there. The first. Smoke is going to end up at second. That should have been the end of the inning, but instead we have a runner at scoring position for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's going to strike out. Alright, no runs for either team in the first. We go to the second. Evan Longoria leading off. And Longoria making up for that error in the bottom of the first with a leadoff single here in the second. Matt Joyce is up now, and that's going to get past Jansen, and now San Francisco has a runner in scoring position. Joyce strikes out, however. 1 down. Up steps Buster Posey. Ground ball to Galvis. 2 down. Up steps Solarte. That's going to be a walk. By the way, I'm still waiting to hear back from Atlanta on the trade offer I made to them involving Dansby Swanson. Hopefully they get back to me sooner rather than later. And there's another bad pitch. So now both runners are in scoring position. There's 2 out. And there's a base hit in the center. And that's going to score 1. So the Giants with the first run of the game once again. And there's a fly ball to left. And that'll be caught for the final out. So only 1 run on the board for San Francisco there in that inning. Derek Holland facing Randall Grichuk to lead off in the bottom of the second. And Grichuk is going to strike out. Up steps Danny Jansen. And Jansen to left, but it's caught. Jansen, by the way, with the 3rd best average in the American League going into this game at .371. Up steps Teoscar Hernandez, who's going to strike out. So nothing doing for us in the second. We go to the 3rd. Cameron Maben is up, and he'll strike out. Up steps Brandon Crawford. Fly ball to center. 2 down. Up steps Brandon Belt now. And a fly ball. That one's not coming back. That's a home run for Brandon Belt. And the Giants go up 2-0. Up steps Evan Longoria. Ground ball to Galvis. And Longoria is retired. So we go to the bottom of the third. Up steps Morales. Lead off the bottom of the third. And Morales is going to... Oh, that is caught. Ferguson playing left field. Drew Ferguson playing left field today for the Giants. And he makes that nice catch. Galvis, a ground ball. 2 out. Pilar up. Ground ball to Longoria. And there's the final out. So once again, nothing on the board for us. Matt Joyce leading off in the fourth. There's a fly ball to center. 1 down. Buster Posey up. Ground ball to Guerrero. 2 away. Here's Solarte. This is going to be popped up. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We trail 2-0. Let me check the box score for a second. Alright. Lourdes Gurriel up. One down. Again, Holland's ERA coming into this game was 8.5, but we have not been able to take advantage. Justin Smoke is up. Swing and a miss. Up steps Guerrero. And Guerrero with a hit into left. Okay, so we finally get our first hit of this game. And up steps Randall Grichuk. And Grichuk cannot make it 2 hits in a row for us. He's going to fly out to leave Guerrero at first. Gerardo Parra leads off in the 5th. Ground ball. 1 down. Up steps Drew Ferguson. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Here's Cameron Maybin. And a base hit in the right. So Maybin with a 2-out single. And up steps Crawford. Ground ball to second. And that ends the inning. On we go to the bottom of the 5th. Can we crack the scoreboard in this inning? Well, we'll see. Danny Jansen leading off. 1 down. Up steps Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball. And no, they're not going to field it, so that's an infield hit for Hernandez. Let's try and steal second here with Teoscar. No. Gonna hold it first. Alright, well, we're not going to try that again because I think they'll be ready for that. And a base hit for Morales. That's going to roll to the wall. And Teoscar is going to end up scoring regardless. So it's now 2-1 on the double by Morales. Up steps Freddie Galvis. And there's a fly ball to center. 2 down, but it's deep enough to advance the runner. And we now have the tying run at third for Kevin Pilar, who's trying to extend his hitting streak. And he'll do just that. It's an RBI single that gets through past shortstop. It's tied at 2. And Pilar now has a 13-game hitting streak. Up steps Lourdes Gurriel. And Gurriel, a fly ball to left. That's going to be caught. But we tied up this game as we go to the 6th. Brandon Belt leading off. Ground ball to Gurriel. 1 away. Up steps Longoria. And that is a base hit for Longoria that fell just in front of the left fielder, so he's got a 1-out single, and up steps Matt Joyce. Ground ball. They'll only get the out at second, though, because Longoria had taken off, likely to avoid a double play, and up steps Buster Posey. Maybe we should have walked him intentionally, because, oh, wait a minute, the throw to the plate, and we got him out! Okay! Giants could have had the lead there, but doesn't quite work out for them, and Smoke is going to lead off in the bottom of the 6th with the game tied, and Smoke will hit in the left. Now, Smoke isn't exactly a fast runner, so we are not going to steal with him. We are certainly not going to ask Guerrero to bunt, but he is going to strike out. Didn't ask him to do that either, but sometimes that's the way the game goes. And Randall Grichuk to center. That's caught, 2 away. And up steps Danny Jansen. And Jansen into right. Smoke will move to second, and we've got 2 on for Teoscar Hernandez. That's going to be a lazy fly ball to center, and it'll be caught to end the inning. We go to the 7th. Solarte up. Fly ball. Nice catch. 1 down. Our bullpen, by the way, gave up just 1 run in 6 innings in the last game. That 1 run, of course, being charged to Clayton Richard in relief. And there's a fly ball 2 away as Grichuk makes the catch. And here's Drew Ferguson. No, it's past Guerrero, and in the left, that's a hit. And Cameron Maben is up. Ground ball to Guerrero, he'll throw to first, and that retires the side. So on we go to the bottom of the 7th, game tied at 2. Kendrys Morales will lead off. Ground ball, right back to Holland, 1 down. Up steps Galvis. There's ball 4. Had Morales reached or gotten via walk or a single, whatever, I likely would have had Galvis bunt. Anyways, Pilar is up now. And that's going to get through for a hit. And Galvis moves to second. Up steps Lourdes Gurriel. And that gets through. Bases are loaded now on 3 straight singles. And the Giants are going to go to their bullpen. Justin Smoke into the game. Or Tony Watson in the game to face Justin Smoke. Strikes him out. All those runners, by the way, are the responsibility of Holland. Gott comes in. Trevor Gott coming in. Facing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the bases loaded. But that's going to be a force out. And we go to the 8th. And Ryan Tepera is going to come in to try and hold on to this tie game. Swing and a miss. Tepera hasn't had much luck in the last few games he's played, but maybe he can redeem himself here. 2 down. Up steps Evan Longoria. Base hit for Longoria. I believe that is his 3rd of the game. It is. He is 3 for 4. And up steps Matt Joyce, who is going to draw a 2-out walk. Up steps Buster Posey. To left, base hit, and the Giants are going to retake the lead. And the inning started so well for Tepera, too. So his bad luck continues, and the Giants lead it 4-2. Up steps Solarte. And a base hit in the left. And it's now 5-2 Giants. So now Bud Norris comes in. Oh, man, Tepera just cannot catch a break, it seems. We finally get that final out, but Tepera's ERA just continuing to climb. Let me take a look at this box score here. Tepera now up to a 9.31 ERA. So we only have 2 innings left to try and make a comeback. There's the second out. Up steps Teoscar Hernandez. Alright, well, he's going to draw a walk. With 2 outs, though, I'm not going to have him try and steal. If there was 1 out, then that would have been helpful. But we go to the 9th inning. It's 5-2 for San Francisco. Yeah, 5-2 San Francisco. Fly ball deep to left and gone. Now it's 6-2 Giants. 4th home run of the year for Cameron Maybin. Up steps Brandon Crawford. There's the final out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Freddie Galvis leading off. And there's a base hit into right. Galvis on his way to second. Alright, so we need 5 here in the bottom of the 9th to come back and win. Ray Black into the game now for San Francisco. He's facing Kevin Pillar, who's going to strike out. And up steps Gurriel. Two away. Alright, so Justin Smoak's got to keep this rally going, and he does. He draws a walk. Up steps Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's facing Will Smith. And Guerrero's going to pop up. And that's the game. We can't even get a 2-game sweep. Oh, we've had a tough time trying to get a 3-game sweep, but we can't even get a 2-game sweep. That's like the easiest thing in the world. Like, come on. So Ryan Tepera ends up taking the loss. See, our problem here was that we could only get 2 runs off a starting pitcher who had an ERA of over 8 coming into the game. And then, of course, their bullpen was lights out. So he had a chance, again, to go up to 3 games above 500, which would have been a season high, and once again, we can't do it. Alright, okay, we got to assign Jose Alvarez. Let's do this here. All right, Tapera, get out of here. And Tim Mesa. Okay. Let me see. Who? Oh, there he is. Okay. We don't want to wave him. Okay, let me see. There we go. Greg Holland, welcome to the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, let me go to the free agents here. If I can find it. Okay, so our starting pitching has been doing well so far, but it's our bullpen that's been kind of letting us down. But we are going to try and fix that, though, as the season progresses. But in the meantime, that does it for this video.